All right, let's look at the other Mets first round pick from this most recent draft. They took Prada, and then they took Jett Williams, who was the Joe DeMayo guy of this draft. You were higher on Jett, in a sense of every MLB mock I was reading up until that draft. I know you were highest with rankings, and it really felt like every time I read anything about Jett Williams, whether it was someone like you that was really high on him, or somebody that liked him, but would feed back the relay of the MLB's thoughts was, well, he's awesome, but he's a smaller guy. And it was like everything was great. Defensively, he can run, he can hit, but he's a smaller guy. And I'm just like, at what point is the guy just a really, really good baseball player? So give me the lowdown on what we can expect from Jett Williams.
Yeah, Jet the Met was my favorite. He was my favorite prospect in the draft. He wasn't obviously at the top of my rankings, like you said, but I saw him to be right in range where the Mets picked, where a lot of the public had him, more in the maybe late teens, early 20s. And a lot of that was, like you said, due to size. And, I talked to one scout, not with the Mets, that saw him at the area code games, which is one of the big showcases. And they said, this guy just doesn't swing and miss. Who cares how tall he is? What's it matter? He doesn't swing and miss. He hits the ball. This is plus bat the ball skills. The only high school player in the draft that I think had better bat the ball skills was Tamar Johnson, who ended up with the Pirates, top 5, top 6, wherever they picked. But he's kind of a plus athlete. He's a guy that I think will be able to play second or center field if you want. The size, the only thing that I guess where it does play into a degree is on the power side. I don't think he's ever going to be, a huge home run bopper, but he's strong. He's a stocky kid. Like he's built 5'8". He's built at like 180, 185 pounds, and he's built. So there is some thump in his bat, but it's going to be largely doubles, and you'll see triples because it's plus speed, it's plus effort. He's the kind of guy that I think Mets fans are going to absolutely fall in love with watching him play. Talking to one Mets person that saw him a bunch this year, you didn't leave a Jett Williams game and his jersey wasn't dirty. So he's an all-out effort guy, and he's the type of prospect that I think may not stick out with like the plus tools, and he's not gonna be that sexy prospect, but I think he's just a baseball rat that's gonna be successful, and he's someone that I wouldn't personally bet against.